Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Let's make some ham salad. And yep, I make my ham salad out of bologna. And it's the best ham salad I've ever had. I'm not just saying that because it's mine. But it is delicious. So, this is 1 pound of bologna. You can use any bologna you like. This happens to be sliced. It doesn't have to be sliced. Years ago, I used to buy it in the big, just the big chunk, and cut it up myself. Back in the day, I could get the butcher, or at the deli rather, to grind it up for me. They don't really do that anymore. So, I'm going to cut this up. I'm going to put it in my blender, and that's how I'm going to grind it, because I don't have a grinder or a food processor. So you do the best you can with the tools that you have. While I am working with the bologna, I have 6 eggs in the pan that I am boiling. And I'm going to add eggs, mayonnaise, sweet relish, and I'm also going to add some dried onion because I don't feel like chopping onion today. Okay, I've cut the bologna and I've just cut it like a big cake. I've got wedges here, and that's how I'm going to grind it up. If you've got a task that seems a little bit large or kind of overwhelming as far as like trying to grind up bologna with your blender, break it down into smaller pieces. That's how I accomplish everything. I break it down and it makes it easier to accomplish. Everybody's blender is different. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pulse feature. I'm going to pulse this, grind up as much as I can without turning it to mush. I will put it in the big bowl, remove whatever pieces did not get ground up properly, put them back in the blender along with other pieces of bologna, and do it again. And I'm going to keep doing it until it's the way I want it to be. Alright, do you see what I'm talking about? That looks pretty good, but there's some bigger pieces in there. If I had a food processor, I suppose it would be easier, but I don't have one, and a lot of you don't either. So a blender will do the job. You just sometimes need to make a few allowances. So I'm going to remove the larger pieces, put them back in the blender, and give it another go until they are the way I want them to be. This is what you're looking for. I want to show you something. If worse comes to worse and you don't have a blender, chop it up with a knife as small as you can get it. And if you happen to have a pastry blender, or you can borrow one from Grandma, do this and you will get the same results. Also, you can, instead of cutting up your boiled eggs for this dish, use a pastry blender. It works great. I'm going to pour my dried onions in there. I don't have that many in this jar, so I'm going to use them all. And mix that up. I'm going to wait. My eggs are almost done. I just have to let them sit a few minutes. I'm going to peel them, cool them off, get them chopped up, and put them in here. And then I will add the mayonnaise and the sweet pickle relish. If you're going to cut your eggs up with a knife, use a table knife. It's not necessary to use a sharp knife for eggs. Table knife is much safer. You can cut them in the hand. You don't need a cutting board, and you will not cut yourself. Okay? Just a little hint there. All right, chopped them up. I don't want them that big. I want them smaller. So I'm going to use my pastry cutter, and I'm going to make them small like the bologna. Okay, so I'm just going to work at this until it looks the way I want it to look. If you don't have a pastry cutter, use a fork. A fork will work perfectly fine. My eggs chopped up. I'm going to incorporate this in the ground up bologna, and then we're going to put the other ingredients in. Okay, I've got the relish here. Now, this is to taste, but my recommendation is be generous with this sweet pickle relish, because that goes a long way to make your ham salad really delicious. And another thing, the reason why I use so many eggs, in case you're asking or wondering that, is because it makes the ham salad so much better. It really makes the texture of it wonderful, and it extends the ham salad so that you get more ham salad for your money. There you go. I put the rest of that jar in. So I'm guessing that's probably about a good half a cup or more. Now then, I used the rest of that partial jar of mayonnaise, plus I put some more in there. Now I'm going to mix it up and add your mayonnaise. I don't have exact measurements. Add your mayonnaise until your ham salad is the consistency that you like. If you've ever had it before, you know what that is. So add just a little at a time until it gets to the place where you want it to be. That looks pretty good to me. I'm not going to add any more mayonnaise. If you prefer to use Miracle Whip, go ahead and use that. It's up to you. I'm going to add some pepper in here. I'm not going to put any more salt because bologna is usually very salty. So it doesn't need salt. And one thing too, when you're mixing up your ham salad, make sure that all of the ingredients are incorporated. You don't want any pockets of ingredients that's not completely mixed. And if you see a piece that's a little bigger in the bologna, don't worry about it. Nobody's going to notice. It's going to go on sandwich anyway. Or crackers. I love a good ham salad sandwich. Now listen, let me taste this real quick. Wow, that's perfect. The dried onions are still a little crunchy, but that's fine. They will rehydrate. Now listen, that's one reason why I like to use the dried onions, is because it absorbs any excess moisture that might be in your ham salad from your pickle relish, okay? All right, listen. You know what? The reason I made this is because I published a video, my last video that I published, which was the Dollar General haul. I told you that I was going to put a link down below in the description box of my ham salad video, which I searched and searched, and evidently I didn't make a ham salad video. So, crazy old lady. So I decided I'm going to make this ham salad. I'm going to make it for you so that you can see how to do it yourself. Very easy, very reasonable. Seriously, if you go to the deli, sometimes it's up to $5 or more for 1 pound of this. And I'm going to guarantee you right now there's way more than a pound of ham salad in this bowl. So I'm going to put this in a bowl. I'm going to put it on a tightly covered bowl in the refrigerator until it's ready to be eaten. And everybody's going to be very, very happy. All right, listen, I love you guys. If I can do it, you can do it. You know that that is true, because everything I do is very simple and very easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And you know what? If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. That's fine with me. Make sure you comment, and I'm sure that you guys have your own recipes for ham salad as well, and put them in the box. Put them in the comment box, and let's see what we got out there, okay? All right, listen, I love you, and as always, little is much when God is in it. Okay, goodbye, and I'm going to talk to you later. Bye-bye.